Hello, everybody. This is Andrew Gallinger, and welcome in to game number 3 of the 2022 season for the Rock Springs High School football. This is varsity football for the Tigers on the road in Gillette, taking on the Camels of Campbell County High School. We want to thank our sponsor that's sponsoring myself, Andrew Gallinger Sports Broadcasting, Wyatt Joyner, and Running J Rodeo, PRCA announcer Wyatt Joyner, a division of Running J Enterprises, as we are underway with the opening kickoff here in Gillette for week 3. Campbell County receiving, moving right to left on your radio dial. Campbell County in their dark with purple and yellow and black on their uniforms. The kickoff brought out to about the 34-yard line on the near side. Tigers in their road white. Black numbers with orange trim. Campbell County starting in the shotgun. And we've quickly got an encroachment penalty called on Rock Springs, or no, maybe it was just not set up correctly, so Campbell County will actually start out at their own 39, moves it up to about midfield at the 50-yard line. Good enough for a first down. On that play by the Campbell County running back, as that gets up to the 49-yard line. And that goes to the right far side of the field by the Camels running back. That's a loss of 3 yards. Taken down by the Tigers linebacker on the right side of the formation. I want to apologize, folks. We do not have access on tonight's feed to any stats or the clock or down and distance as the quarterback races ahead all the way up to the 38-yard line. A quarterback scramble breaking all the way through the middle of the Rock Springs defensive line, so a big pickup there. And quickly with the pass up the middle, broken up by Tigers secondary. That is going to be a second down. That big run was able to bring Campbell County all the way up to the 18-yard line. And that was intercepted. Apologies, missed that as the rain coming down on the camera. So on that last INT, Rock Springs picked it up from the 27-yard line, took it up to about the 45 on the run from Bryson Coombs. And that run goes nowhere, as that interception by Rock Springs earlier from Campbell County quarterback was on the far side of the field, on the right side of the play. And there's the run by Rock Springs. That's a big run. That gets up about 15 yards for Bryson Coombs up the middle. Continuing to see rain coming down, you can see that the field here in Campbell County is pretty sloppy. Back to the ground game with these conditions. Up to the left between the guard and tackle for just a couple of yards, now up to the 35. Rock Springs now coming out of the huddle quickly. Rock Springs now with these conditions. First time we've seen them on this coverage in the I formation. As that gets them up to just about the red zone to the 21-yard line. And for Rock Springs, there's two receivers to the right, a tight end to the left, and a running back in the backfield. Handoff to the running back, open space to the right, and taken down on the near side of the field at about the 18-yard line. Campbell County, the defensive linemen on their knees, waiting for Rock Springs to get back up to the line. You wonder if they're a bit gassed already. And there's a run to the right side again for Rock Springs, running back up the middle, fighting through juke moves and into the end zone for a touchdown. Rock Springs and the running back core. Just like that, from the red zone, Tigers punch it in first. And that PAT is up and good. So here in the first quarter, Tigers take the lead. 7-0 off the interception earlier from Campbell County. Rock Springs just very dominant getting it down the field. Keeping chunk plays of over 15 yards on a few occasions. And then a couple of short plays, Rock Springs keeping it on the ground for the majority versus Campbell County going through the air in their first possession that led to that INT. Rock Springs ready to kick it off back to Campbell County for the Camels' second possession of the quarter. And that one kicked off. Racing down the field. Getting away. And finally brought down at the 12-yard line on the near side of the field is Campbell County. So the Camels with the outstanding field position on the Tigers' 12-yard line. The coverage just broke down for the Tigers on that one, and rolling to his right and throwing one out of bounds is the Campbell County quarterback. Surprised to still see the Camels putting it up through the air, especially now that they're in the end zone on a first down after an 88-yard run off the kickoff from Rock Springs. Campbell County back in the shotgun, 2 running backs on each side. And there's a run up the middle. That gets up to about the 8-yard line. That's going to be a 4-yard pickup. Make it 3rd down for Campbell County. Now we got 1 receiver out right, 2 in the slot left, 1 in the post. In the shotgun, gets it out to the running back. Running back with the catch. Caught and brought down far side of the field, right around the 5. So that's a pickup of about 3. That makes it 4th down. Let's see what the Camels decide to do. And the Camels are going to go for it, it looks like, from the shotgun on the right hash. And let's hand off to the left. The running back diving for the pylon. Goes over the defender and in for a touchdown. Campbell County responds after giving up the football on an interception the last possession. They respond with an 88-yard kick return, taking it in 4 plays to the house, 12 yards offensively for a touchdown on the ground. Run to the left by the running back. PAT is good. And just like that, we are tied 7-7 as we continue to work our way through the first quarter. Reminder, folks, apologies with the clock and the down and distance not working here on this video feed as well as the score on the feed, but I'm tracking the score on my stat sheet. 7-7 as we are still here in the first quarter between the Rock Springs Tigers and the Campbell County Camels. Both of these teams coming into this one with a record of 1-1 on the season. Campbell County now set to kick off from right to left. Kickoff from the 40-yard line. And there's the kick. It rolls, picked up at the 10. And there's a flag, and Tiger ball carrier is stopped at the 22. Let's see what the flag is about. Penalty called on Rock Springs. Looked to be a blocking penalty. So because of that, Rock Springs will start at their own 14. Rock Springs and quarterback Michael Fago in the I formation. To the left, that one incomplete to the receiver on the far side of the field. Second down now. Tigers, 3 wide receivers left, none to the right. Hand off to the running back. Running back runs left and pulled down at about the 22 on the far side of the field. And make that officially the 24, so it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down for Rock Springs. And there's a handoff again to the running back. Up to the 30-yard line. Up the middle, second down. Rock Springs continuing right where they left off, just nice and methodical on this drive. Campbell County not giving up the big plays, but they're still giving up chunk plays as that one gets up to about the 38. And that one good enough for a first down. Rock Springs taking a little extra time in the huddle. Two receivers right. One receiver in the backfield along with two backs. Pushing ahead up the middle to the 42. Rock Springs backfield, about a 4-yard pickup. And you can start to see now field conditions deteriorating. It'll be interesting to see how that impacts it the later we get into the game. As now Rock Springs in the shotgun, it's an option by Michael Fagel. Fagel rolls left. Brought down for no gain at the 44. Third down for the Tigers. Ball actually spotted at the 45. Hash mark on the far side of the field. Pitch to the running back to the right. Running back makes it up for Rock Springs. To the 48. The Camels just with no answer for the slow and methodical offensive drive for the Tigers. The Tigers came into this game ranked 5th in the state. Camels 6th. Fagel rolls to his left. Pass. Jumping for the catch is the receiver, far side of the field, and we've got a flag as he jumped up. It looked like pass interference around the 22-yard line. And that is correct, pass interference. Campbell County. So that penalty gives Rock Springs a fresh set of downs, and they get started at the 38. And there's a run up the middle of about 7. To the 31. Back in the I formation. No wide receivers, 2 running backs, and we've got a flag. Appears to be a false start. actually encroachment, Campbell County. So add 5 yards. For Rock Springs. And off of that, we've got a timeout taken by the Camels. We'll go ahead and take one too. You are listening to Rock Springs Tigers Athletics with Andrew Gallinger. We want to thank the Sportscasting on Wheels sponsor, Wyatt Joyner and Running J Enterprises, for sponsoring Sportscasting on Wheels all season long for all Sweetwater County athletics. Thank you for your sponsorship, Wyatt Joyner, PRCA rodeo announcer. And we'll be back. More to come. This is Rock Springs Tigers football in Campbell County. Still no score. Still a 7-7 tie. As we are now headed into the second quarter, and we are actually going to stay right here. As we enter the second quarter, Tigers now moving right to left, running to the right, making it up a couple of yards is Rock Springs. Ball spotted at the 22. Two running backs behind Michael Fago. And there's a quick pass to the right. Caught on the screen for a catch. And a first down. 9 yards. From my vantage point, didn't look like it went that far with all the rain and mud, but clearly a first down for the Tigers inside the 15 now. Third play of the drive. And that one goes nowhere as the running back tries to get in between the left guard and tackle. Still at the 15. Fago now in the shotgun, 2 receivers each side. Fago throws up the middle, batted down into double coverage in the end zone. Nothing there, third down. Third and 10, 15 yards away from breaking this stalemate are the Tigers here in the second quarter. 7-7 our score. Fago rolls, loses the ball, has to jump on it as he throws. And that's fourth down. Officials say that is a loose football. His arm was not going forward, so it's going to be fourth down at the 25, so a loss of 10. And we've now got a timeout taken by the Tigers and head coach Mark Linhart. This is the Tigers' first timeout. We'll take one too. You are listening to Rock Springs Tigers football taking on Campbell County in Gillette. This is game number 3 of 2022 with Andrew Gallinger. Thanks for joining us, and thanks again to the Sportscasting on Wheels Andrew Gallinger sponsor, Wyatt Joyner. We'll be back. This is Rock Springs High School Athletics. Welcome back, everybody, out of the Rock Springs Tigers timeout. It is a 7-7 tie between the Tigers and Camels in this 4A football game on fourth down. Michael Fago throws on fourth down, gets it up the middle to his receiver. A 19-yard pickup for the first down from the 25 up to the 6. After the loose ball knocks him back. So that makes it first and goal from the 6. And that one actually now incomplete. So it's Gillette picking it up at the 6. And Gillette moves up 3 yards on the run. And on second down, they are now up to about the 14th. Excuse me, not the 14, they're only at the 11. Quarterback scrambling to the left. Out of bounds. That is going to be a fourth down for Campbell County, gain of only a yard. Pickups of 3, 4, and 1 on the opening drive of the second quarter for Campbell County, and Campbell County now punting away from their own end zone. On the punt, that one out of bounds into the Tigers bench on the far side of the field. Looks to be right around the 40-yard line. Make it on Gillette's 39. So good starting field position for Rock Springs. And there's a run to the right side and out of bounds at about the 33 or 34. Ball actually spotted at the 36. Part of the challenges of calling a game in rough and rainy weather is there the running back gets up to around the 28-yard line, getting it up the middle. Over about an 8-yard pickup for the Tigers. That's going to be a first down. And there's a run of just a couple of yards up the middle. Tigers in that one look like Bryson Coombs. And we had a false start penalty push. Rock Springs back. So now they're at the 31. Screen to the left. That gets them up about 8 yards as the screen cut back through the middle. Tigers now up to, looks like, the 22-yard line as the field continues to be torn up with all the rain here in Gillette, Wyoming. A rough night for these kids on the gridiron, but they are battling through it. Running to his right for enough yards for the first Tigers running back, get him up to the 16-yard line. And we've got a false start. Rock Springs moves them back to the 21. In the I formation, two receivers to the right. Rock Springs running back, pushing up inside the 10. First down. Looks to be down at about the 9-yard line. Straight up the middle. Rock Springs still empty with receivers on the left. Running again up the middle. Pulled down to his right. Maybe a pickup of a yard, possibly two. From what I could see on my vantage point, is going to be third down for the Tigers. We are still here in quarter number 2. And we still sit at a 7-7 tie. There's the run to the left. Rock Springs. And getting it up to about the 3-yard line. Tripped up as he tries to dive for the goal line to get in for the touchdown. Nothing doing that time. But it makes it a first down. What can Tigers do now? First and goal from the 3. And pushing it in, pushing the pile. In for the touchdown is the Tigers, according to the official on the near side of the field. Touchdown, Tigers. Make the score now 13-7. PAT is good. So here in the second quarter, it is Rock Springs 14. Campbell County 7. Rock Springs back in front over the Camels on Campbell County's home turf as we continue our way through the second quarter. You are listening to Rock Springs High School Athletics with Andrew Gallinger. Thanks to my Sportscasting on Wheels Athletics sponsor, Wyatt Joyner, PRCA rodeo announcer and Running J Enterprises owner, for his sponsorship all season long of multiple athletic events. I greatly appreciate your support, Wyatt. As Rock Springs gets ready to kick it off with a 14-7 lead. And we've seen Campbell County all night, frankly, just not have an answer for Rock Springs offensively. There's a lower kick because of the conditions allows Campbell County to start this possession at about their own 28-yard line. And we've got a penalty called on the return. on Campbell County, so that's actually going to push them back. It's going to be a 1st and 10. Starting at their own 12-yard line. Racing to the left and brought down just past the 1st down marker. That's why they're saying he stepped out just before. Rolling to his right, the quarterback now scrambling to his left, having to throw it away to his right. Nothing doing there. So now we've got 3rd down. What can Campbell County do? Just a couple of yards out from extending this drive. Campbell County in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Running back to the left. Running back breaks through for the Camels. Bursting through the middle, juking for about a 5-yard pickup and a 1st down. Campbell County new set of downs at the 27-yard line. Throw to the right, screen, receiver pushed out at about the 37. Just good enough for a 1st down for Campbell County. Now Campbell County looking like they're able to get something going in the passing game like they had earlier. So 2 very different philosophies. The Camels getting it done through the air. And there's one. Gets away. Wide open. 20, 10, 5. Touchdown. Down the right side. Nobody contesting him. And just like that, it is wide open down the middle of the field. A 43-yard catch and score for Campbell County. Nobody in the vicinity, and the PAT is up and good. And just like that, it is 14-all as we continue to work our way through the 2nd quarter. Campbell County hosting the Rock Springs Tigers. The Camels and Tigers tied at 14 as we continue to work our way through the 2nd quarter in this 4A Wyoming football matchup. Here in game number 3 for both of these teams in the 2022 season. Reminder, with no score, clock, or down in distance to follow on the video feed due to some sort of glitch. working it all by hand as best as we can, so we apologize for any human errors, as there's a kickoff by the Camels following the touchdown to tie it at 14. And something went on, so we are going to re-kick. Also, with the weather and the rain there in Gillette, the microphone for the referee not working either. As there's the kickoff, that one low, able to be picked up though by Rock Springs. Not the kind of kick Campbell County wanted. Rock Springs starts this drive at their own 27-yard line. That one is screened to the right. Incomplete, nothing doing. Second and down. On the second down for Rock Springs, Fago rolls to his right. And trying to pass again, that looked like it was out of bounds. With the rain again, hard to tell. Yes, again, officials say out of bounds. So 2 straight incompletions for Rock Springs to the right and the far side of the field on this night of difficult conditions for Rock Springs. The first drive we've seen the Tigers struggle offensively this evening. Fago now in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Now throws up the middle. Batted down. And it's a quick 3 and out. 3 incompletions for Rock Springs. And the Tigers are going to be forced to punt. Nothing the Tigers were able to do in their third series of the second quarter. Their first punt of the game. And that one caught at the 40 by Campbell County. Brought down at their own 43. After a long, unimpeded touchdown in the last drive, let's see what Campbell County can do, and can Rock Springs respond defensively. That one gets up to about the 50, so it's about a 7-yard pickup to the left. On a pass play for the Camels. In the shotgun. Rolling to his right, scrambling. knocked out of bounds. As he just threw that one away, so it's going to be third down for the Camels. Third down at midfield. Here's a give to the running back. And the running back pretty much just stood up right there at midfield. No gain. Fourth down for Gillette. Campbell County, excuse me. Campbell County High School is in Gillette, Wyoming. Fourth down for the Camels at midfield. Looks like they're going to go for it, and now Campbell County decides to take a timeout. This is Campbell County's first timeout. We'll see if this stoppage changes the decision making for the Camels coaching staff. Coming up next for both of these teams, Campbell County will take on Cheyenne South on the road. Cheyenne South looking for their first win in the next game between these two teams. Cheyenne South fell to Kelly Walsh and Rock Springs. They will be hosting Sheridan High School in the next game out. The Bronx of Sheridan and these Rock Springs Tigers went at it last year in the state tournament. Sheridan coming up with the win. And there's Campbell County choosing to punt it away after the timeout. The next game for Rock Springs will also serve as their 2022 homecoming game. So be sure to join us for that. Game number 4 for each of these teams. As Rock Springs now has it after the punt at their own 10-yard line. And there's a run to the left up to about the 26-yard line. That one a strong first down, and we've got another timeout. This one by Campbell County. Rock Springs perhaps getting back their spark after the last drive, a 3 and out. And there's Fago rolling to his right out of the timeout. Putting up a Hail Mary, and that intercepted as he throws one up as he gets taken to the ground. That's intercepted by Campbell County on the far side of the field. And now we have a timeout taken by Rock Springs. Stay with us, folks. More to come here in the second quarter. This is Rock Springs Tigers Athletics with Andrew Gallinger. We'll be right back here in the second quarter. Your score, 14 all between Rock Springs and Campbell County. Welcome back, everybody, to the second quarter of play. Campbell County Camos 4A football here in Wyoming, hosting the Rock Springs Tigers. Andrew Gallinger on the call. Rock Springs and quarterback Michael Fago threw an ill-fated interception. Campbell County now with the ball at their own 25-yard line. Now racing ahead, pushing the pile up to about the 3 is Campbell County running back. So it's going to be about an 18-yard pickup. And we now have a timeout. As with these lengthy timeouts, it's probably getting late here in the second quarter. Keep in mind, folks, with the video feed, there's a glitch, so we do not have video feed down and distance, clock, or score feeds. So we are all just figuring out by hand, and I can only estimate that with so many timeouts taken in succession here that the second quarter is winding to a close here, and Campbell County potentially wants a chance to go into the locker room with the lead, currently tied 14-14. And Campbell County now at the 3-yard line, shotgun. Pass to the left, just over the head of the receiver in the corner of the end zone. So that is going to be second down. Campbell County back in the shotgun, rolls to his right. And jumping up, trying to catch it in and out of the hands. Nothing there for the receiver, and you gotta wonder, maybe the wet ball from all this rain caught him out on that one. As it's now third down, quarterback in the shotgun, 2 receivers each side of the formation. And there's one in and out of the hands, receiver coming up in the post, middle of the field. Incomplete, so after a 22-yard run to open up the drive after the interception, from Rock Springs. Campbell's unable to do anything offensively, so they come out for a field goal. This one's going to be a 21-yarder. That one up and good. The field goal is good, so make it 17-14. Campbell County in front. And that takes us to halftime. Into the break. The Camels lead the Tigers 17-14. Campbell County taking the lead off of an ill-fated interception from the Rock Springs Tigers, and quarterback Michael Fago, as he was being taken to the ground. Thanks to everybody for tuning into the first half, folks. Stay with us. We'll be back for the third quarter in this exciting matchup between 4A foes. Campbell County Camels hosting the Rock Springs Tigers. This is Andrew Gallinger, and we want to thank PRCA rodeo announcer and owner of Running J Enterprises, Wyatt Joyner, for sponsoring Andrew Gallinger and Sportscasting on Wheels. This specific broadcast. Thank you, Wyatt. We'll be back for the third quarter. Campbell County on top of Rock Springs in 4A football at the half, 17-14. Stay with us. The second half up next. Hello, everybody. This is Andrew Gallinger, and welcome back into Campbell County Camels football and Rock Springs Tigers football. The Tigers trailing the Camels 17-14 as we get ready to start the third quarter as the Camels kick the field goal to end the first half on this rainy night in Gillette, Wyoming. The Tigers have possession to start quarter number 3. And that kickoff by the Camels difficult because of the harsh rain here in Gillette. Kicking off from their own 40. Rock Springs picks up at their own 42-yard line to start the third quarter. So a difficult turnaround there for Campbell County, not the one that they were expecting to start quarter number 3 with only a 3-point lead. Rock Springs driven back by 2 yards. On the opening run, Rock Springs trying to get a few yards back via the run. And they do this time. Gets it up about 10 yards. Make it just over 9, and officials say that's gonna be enough for a first down at the Campbell County, or excuse me, at their own 46-yard line. and they pushed that one up 4 yards to midfield on the run. Weather still continuing to wreak havoc here in Gillette. Rock Springs holding consistent to the running game, and quickly we got a timeout. Timeout taken by Rock Springs, as the Tigers are moving left to right on your radio dial to start the third quarter. Mark Linhart, coach for Rock Springs, mentioned coming into this game that the Tigers were a bit depleted defensively, so you had a lot of offensive players playing dual roles. You gotta wonder, coming into this second half, how that's affecting these guys who are now on offense, trying to get the lead back. And there's a punt from Rock Springs, so it was 4th down. Apologies, with the weather, missed the marker on the far side of the field in terms of the chains. My bad there. Nothing doing on the first drive for Rock Springs. Continuing with the challenges that Rock Springs had in their final 2 drives of the second quarter that were interceptions and punts. Campbell County starting out at their own 28-yard line. Pushing ahead for maybe a yard. And the loose ball. The quarterback loses it. Looks like he jumps on it, but there's also a couple of white jerseys. And there's still a battle for it. Campbell County keeps it, but a loss of a bunch. Now we have Campbell County all the way back at the 20. So a loss of 8 on the fumble. It's 3rd down. Running back to the left and races back up to about the original line of scrimmage, the 28. So it's going to be 4th down. Campbell County going to be forced to punt it away. Nothing doing after a run going nowhere. A mishandled snap, loss of 8 yards. Third play only able to get back to the original line of scrimmage, forcing the Camos to punt it away. When we saw the first quarter start out for both teams strong, the third quarter coming out of the break for both teams starting out with challenge. Punts for both sides. What can Rock Springs do as they start on their own 35, possession number 2 of quarter number 3? Pushing up the middle. That's good enough for a first down. And getting it up the middle, 11 yards to the 36. Now is Rock Springs running back Bryson Coombs. Michael Fago with the handoff. Coombs again up to the opposite side of the field, make it to about the 49. So make it a 5-yard pickup about. And there's a run again of a couple of yards. But then the running back is stuffed. Up to the 48. And then the front line of the Campbell County defense there to make the stop. Still 17-14, working our way through the third quarter. Campbell County with the lead. Fago with the quarterback scramble. Gets it up about 3.5 to 4 yards up the middle. The quarterback scramble from Michael Fago. Able to net them a 4-yard gain for the Tigers, as they are up to their own 45-yard line, about. Back in the I formation, pitch out to the left, racing ahead, blowing through a tackle. Can't break the second one, brought down at the ankles. To the left, but the running back for Rock Springs makes it up to about the 15-yard line. Strong burst of speed and a shoulder check to boot for Rock Springs. And the running back, that was Bryson Coombs. And running back in again. This one looks like it might have been Sam Thornhill to the right, between the right tackle and right guard. I'm not 100% sure on the running back, as it's hard to tell with the numbers, water on the screen from the weather. So please don't quote me on that, as that's going to be second down, gain of maybe 2 or 3, as that running back goes for 2 to 3 yards. Fago back under center. They'll hand off to the left. Running back, unimpeded. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. And Tigers retake the lead. PAT up and good. So make it now a 21-17 lead for Rock Springs. Here in the third quarter, as they win 65 yards in seven plays to retake the lead after 3 drives dating back to the second quarter, ending in punts for Rock Springs. Rock Springs hoping that they can be the team to break their early season stalemate of 500 rather than Campbell County, especially considering the Tigers' dominance a season ago that led them to the state championship. Reminder, next week, Rock Springs and Sheridan, it'll be a rematch of the 2021 state championship game in Rock Springs for Tigers homecoming. And there's the kickoff. It is going to be a squib for Rock Springs given the difficult weather. And that one squibbed to the far side of the field. Looks like the chain gang set up around Campbell County's 37-yard line. Well, actually make it 32. Racing to the left. First down. Very close, at least. And the ball gonna be spotted at the 41, so make it now 2nd and 1 for Gillette as the running back runs to the left for a gain of 9. Running back to the left again. Bulldozes ahead for a first down. From the 41. Gets it up now to the 46, so it's a 5-yard pickup. And evidence of the rain continuing. The line judge needing to wipe off the football because of the rain continuing as there's a handoff again. Ball carrier brought down in the backfield. Pulled down at the 44, so a loss of a couple. Camels in the shotgun. Tigers. 4 down linemen. Throw up the middle. In and out of the hands. Incomplete. This rainy weather continuing to be a big factor in the passing game. We've seen passes work, but then other times this rain obviously wreaking havoc with some of these receivers from time to time. Quarterback rolls to his right for Campbell County. Races back to his left, throws across his body, overthrows his receiver near side of the field. And that is going to make it 4th down, Campbell County. Initially, the quarterback wanted to throw to his right quickly, spun around on his heel, changed direction, and threw on the run to the left, as there's the pump by Campbell County. And that one down inside of the 20. Campbell County 2 straight punts to start the 3rd quarter. A drive of 3 plays and 5 plays. Rock Springs starts at their own 18. Handoff, running back, brought down in the backfield. A loss of a yard on that one. Running back Sam Thornhill brought down in the backfield between the center and guard. To the left of the center. 3rd down. Rock Springs after a punt and then a touchdown, figuring out, can they get back on a roll offensively? And we got a whistle and laundry on the field as they were getting lined up. False start, Rock Springs. So that pushes them back another 10 yards. After already a loss of 2 yards. It makes it a 3rd and 22. And there's the pass, incomplete. Rock Springs, nothing doing on the 3-play drive that ended up in 2 one-yard losses and an incompletion following a false start. So Rock Springs going to be forced to punt for the second time this quarter. And that'll be for the fourth time in the last 7 possessions. For the fourth time in the last 7 possessions, Rock Springs forced to punt. So definitely the Tigers not with the same level of domination that they had in the first half. Campbell County will resume play. They'll restart on the Tigers' 49. Offensively. Hand off to the running back, and the running back is brought down in the backfield. A 6-yard loss. As he tried to run to his left out of the I formation, and the Tigers defense front line as well as linebacking core on the left side was just ready for it. And we got a Campbell County timeout. This is their first of the second half. Both sides pretty much struggling here in the second half. The only score, Rock Springs on their second possession of the third quarter to take the lead. We are now in the third possession for Campbell County of the third period. And that was actually not a timeout, it was change of quarter. Apologies, folks, with not having time to look at on the streaming screen, and the scoreboard is out at the stadium too. These kinds of things can happen from time to time. No gain on second down to start the fourth. And that one is a scramble and a throw out of bounds to avoid getting sacked. Is going to lead to a punt for Campbell County on the first 2 plays here in quarter number 4. And the punter loses the handle in the wet weather, kicks it, and it only goes maybe 5 yards. Wow, and a huge problem for Campbell County on the special teams play, as the punter just lost the handle in the wet weather, and kicking it went off his foot. The wet ball maybe went only 5 yards, and that's just being generous. A very difficult special teams play for Campbell County. And that gives Rock Springs outstanding field position as they start at Campbell County's 37-yard line. And we've got a whistle. Holding Tigers. So that pushes them back to the 47. And there's another whistle, it looks like. Again, folks, with the weather, also no microphone from the referee. On that play. No, they let them play on, so it's just a run stands of 2 yards. And there's a run, gets them up from the 45 to the 40. Rock Springs running back. I'll make it now a 3rd down and 3 for Rock Springs. And there's the pitch, flea flicker. And that's in and out of the hands of the receiver. Rain continuing to be a factor here in Gillette. Otherwise, you gotta think that would have been a solid catch by receiver Goodness O'Carey. Fourth down for Rock Springs. And they're going to punt it away. Kick from midfield. Down at about the 10, it looks like. Now we're waiting to get the chains officially set for the next drive for Campbell County. And that is going to be back there at the 5-yard line. Where Campbell County will begin. Campbell County pushes ahead for maybe a gain of a yard up the middle. Two receivers to the right. Running back runs ahead just beyond the 10. They say knee went down at the 10. So it's going to be a 4-yard pickup. third down now. High snap. Quarterback has no choice. But to try and corral it, officials call a penalty though. Blow it dead. False start. Campbell County. So that pushes them back to the original line of scrimmage, the 5-yard line. And there's a pass play on third down. Nobody in the vicinity. I'll make it fourth down. Campbell County, and their second possession of the fourth quarter, punting it away from deep in their own end zone. Ball drops at the 43-yard line. Takes a camel roll. Rock Springs will start at their own, at Campbell County's 48-yard line. They started at Campbell County's 37, knocked back by a holding penalty. Forced a punt on their last drive. Pushed ahead to about the 30. An 18-yard catch and run. Make it 17. For goodness sake, carry down at the 31. Right side of the field. First time we've seen a pass play in a while for Rock Springs. There's a pitch, but we've got a flag. Running back races up to about the 9-yard line, but right as the running back got the ball for Rock Springs, we had a flag, so this one likely coming back. Let's see what the call is. Yeah, and that one is holding Rock Springs, so that negates that great run by the running back. So they are now back at the 36. Running back to the right gets up about 3 yards to the 33. third down and a long way to go following the penalty for Rock Springs. Rock Springs taking a little bit of extra time in the huddle, now coming out. 3 receivers left, none to the right. Tight end moves to the left, running back to the left, finds a hole, racing through, uncontested, touchdown, Sam Thornhill. Thornhill breaks away for a 33-yard touchdown. And just like that, it is Tigers extending their lead to 27-17 here in the fourth quarter. Readying for the PAT. Kick is up and good. Your score now, Rock Springs 28, Campbell County 17. As we continue to work our way through the fourth and final quarter, Rock Springs continuing to start to get back what they had back in the first quarter with their offensive domination. Can their defense now keep up this strength? As it was a strong second drive here in the fourth quarter for Rock Springs to take now an 11-point lead. Strong run by the Tigers and running back Sam Thornhill for the touchdown. We want to thank our Sportscasting on Wheels, Andrew Gallinger, sports broadcasting sponsor, Wyatt Joyner, Running J Rodeo, a division of Running J Enterprises, owner Wyatt Joyner. Thank you for your sponsorship. Here's that kickoff continuing to play in adverse weather conditions here in Gillette. Campbell County here in the fourth. Their second possession will start at their own 34-yard line. Campbell County dropping back as the quarterback. And just in and out of the hands of the defender, and the interception almost made by the Rock Springs cornerback on the left side of the formation. Second down now. Back in the shotgun, 3 receivers right, 1 to the left for Campbell County. Scrambling to his right, deciding to keep it. Racing ahead to about the 47 or 48-yard line. before he's pushed out of bounds. Actually, he stepped out at the 44. But still good enough for a first down. The quarterback scrambled to the right. And that one a quick pass. Screen to the right, nothing doing. Second down. Ball for the Camels at their own 44-yard line. Just over the outstretched arms, jumping is the receiver in the slot. On the near side of the field, right of the formation for Campbell County. Incomplete. Third down. Third and 10 for the Camels. And there's the running back trying to find room. And there he picks up 3 yards. But that'll leave him with a 4th and 7. Campbell County going for it though. And caught. Far side of the field. First down. Catching out of bounds at the Tigers' 44. So the drive resumes. And there's a catch of about 15 to the left once again. Same receiver. Looks like the Camels starting to get something going offensively here in the 4th, as they are starting to get into the hurry-up offense. To the left again, up high. And that one just beyond the outstretched arms of the receiver to the left again. The bounds would have been the same receiver for the 3rd straight time. Campbell County now with a quick second to call in the play. 3 receivers to the right. 1 to the left. It's a sweep. Receiver to the left races up to the 27 on a sweep. Looks to be a pickup of maybe 5. Stays in bounds, and that's actually a pickup of 7. Second down and 3. Campbell County starting to put Rock Springs on their heels with this hurry-up offense. And now we've got a timeout. This timeout taken by Rock Springs. As Campbell County doing their best to crawl back into this one. As we are starting to get late in the fourth quarter and the Camels are trailing the Tigers 28-17. Reminder, folks, apologies, scoreboard not working at the stadium. Likewise, it also not working on the video streaming I am covering the game on. 28-17. We are likely here beyond the halfway point of the fourth quarter between the Campbell County Camels hosting the Rock Springs Tigers. Andrew Gallinger with you. Tigers defensively. Camels at the 22. Pass attempt. And that one going to be incomplete. Third down. In and out of the hands of a Tiger defender. In the end zone. Still third and about 3. Just outside of the red zone for the Camels at the 22-yard line. Camels in the shotgun. 2 receivers each side. Quarterback decides to run it. Races out of bounds. Enough for 4 yards. 3.5 to 4 yards and the first down. Drive kept alive for Campbell County. That's going to be, this drive continues at the 18-yard line for the Camels. In the shotgun, racing away from pressure to the right. Incomplete. Receiver in the post, far side of the field. Near side, excuse me. On the right side, couldn't come up with it for Gillette. Second down. We are now headed into the 13th play of this drive for Campbell County. The longest play for either of these teams. The longest drive for either of these teams in tonight's contest. 3 receivers right, 1 to the left. Quarterback breaks away from pressure, racing ahead. Steps out of bounds close to the goal line. It is going to be now first and goal. Up at about the 6-yard line for Campbell County. In the shotgun, 2 receivers, both sides, bunched to the left. And there's a catch in the middle of the field. Touchdown, Campbell County. On a 13 play. $56-yard drive Campbell County's scores, the 14th play was a touchdown. And it looks like Campbell County is going to go for 2 on the 2-point conversion. Rolling to his right. At the back of the end zone, no good. But that makes it now 28-23. A 14-play, 66-yard drive ended in a touchdown, but a 2-point conversion no good for Campbell County. So make it 28-23 now as Rock Springs looks to retain possession as Campbell County looks to kick off following the long scoring drive. Campbell County, oh, they onside kick it! Wow! And it's knocked away, and with the weather, Campbell County comes away with it! Wow! The Camels come away with the onside kick! Incredible! And especially with the weather, you very rarely see an onside kick that works. Perhaps the weather advantaged the Camels on that one. So, wow, this one not over yet. On an onside kick. Campbell County gets it back. This time it'll be at their own 42-yard line. That one good enough for a pass attempt. Gain of 9. Up the middle. And there's a pass long ball attempted to be caught at the Tigers' 35. Incomplete, second down. And racing ahead is the running back. In there all the way. Completely unimpeded. Touchdown, Campbell County. And that one a race from midfield, completely unimpeded, for a touchdown. Wow, and just like that, off the Onside kick. It is a 29-28 lead for Campbell County. 2-point conversion. That is caught and good. Campbell County leads 31-28. Wow! Can you believe it? An onside kick in the rain. Good for Campbell County after they went 14 plays, 66 yards for a touchdown to trim the lead to within 5. First play 9 yards, second one incomplete. Then their running back took it to the house. The 2-point conversion good. Campbell County now back in front by a field goal, 31-28, as we are here late in this one. The 2-point conversion good for Campbell County. Now can what Rock Springs do late in this one? Tigers down by 3. That one bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Tigers will start at their own 20. That'll be the Tigers' third possession of the fourth quarter. Can the Tigers find a way to rally and potentially send this one to overtime late here in the fourth quarter? Both of these teams coming into this one 1-1. Michael Fago in the shotgun on the pass, knocked away from the receiver in the slot. Second down for Rock Springs. Reminder, the clock not working at the stadium, so we do not have information on how much time is left here in the fourth quarter, but we gotta think with how much Campbell County has been rushing offensively that there's not much time left for Rock Springs to do anything. Down by 3 here in the fourth quarter. Diving for the catch. That one is a catch for Rock Springs. A pickup of about 7 yards. And the run by Rock Springs about 15 to the right. And out of bounds, good enough for the first down. Can Rock Springs get into field goal range here late and send the game to an extra period? 3 receivers left. A tight end to the right. Running back to the right of Michael Fago. Fago in the shotgun. Passes off to the running back. To the right, just a minimal gain. Second down. Looked to be about 4 yards. Rock Springs in the hurry-up offense. And there's a catch of about 4 yards. Third and 2. as it's here late. 3 receivers left, 1 to the right. Running back now out right as a wide receiver for Rock Springs. Fago racing left. And there's one caught at about midfield. But that ends with Campbell County stopping it. And we've got a Tiger receiver down. Can't tell who that is. He's getting off the field quickly with the help of one of the Tiger trainers. First down for the Tigers at their own 49, following the injury to one of their receivers. And as that one was batted away, nothing there that time. And that's the end of this one. Campbell County victorious over Rock Springs in an absolute stunner. 31-28. Can you believe it, folks? Campbell County comes back off of an onside kick. 2 straight touchdowns to win this one. Wow, I can't say that I saw this one coming. And Rock Springs falls to 1-2 on the year. Campbell County improving to 2-1. And Rock Springs will have work to do going into homecoming against Sheridan High School. Campbell County will have momentum as they head on the road to Cheyenne to take on the struggling Cheyenne South High School next week. What an exciting game. Hard fought by both sides. Campbell County comes away with a hard fought win. Rock Springs, valiant effort to the end. 31-28. Campbell County victorious over Rock Springs in a stunner in Gillette, Wyoming. Thanks for joining us, everybody. This has been Andrew Gallinger calling Rock Springs High School Athletics. Thanks to Wyatt Joyner, PRCA rodeo announcer and owner of Running J Rodeo, a division of Running J Enterprises, for sponsoring this game. We thank him for his efforts. Join us next time for more Rock Springs Tigers football. Thanks for joining us, everybody. Campbell County victorious 31-28 over the Rock Springs Tigers.